Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show you something in the create mod that I made. So I made a little facility under the ground, not too big. It's very much work in progress, and I'm pretty new to the create mod, so I don't really know everything about it and the best way to make things efficient. I built two things down there, and I just wanted to show you them, excluding this absolutely amazing elevator. So let me just go down. This one is so cool. This elevator. I never get over how cool it is. It's actually pretty cheap to make too. Besides the brass, of course, which is actually pretty cheap once you get a braze spinner. So I have two rooms so far. The next room I'm going to be making is a farming room. It's going to be using a radial farm design that I saw in some videos. So if I head in here, I have a double water wheel, which powers this large cog to a small gog. I gear shifted so this mechanical mixer would work. I have mechanical press so that if I have anything I want to press, I can press it here. I'll show you that in a minute once I show you the next thing. This is a gearbox which connects to a gear up there, gear down there, and gear down there. Basically just so I can convert this type of rotation into this rotation. So it was basically just flipping which axis it was rotating on, so that this mixture gets powered, and it works. There's a blaze burner underneath whenever I need to power it. So that's this room pretty much. It's pretty simple. I really like the design with all the cog wheels everywhere. I really like rooms with cog wheels everywhere. Now I know I could use andesite casings on these, but I kind of like it. Now in here, this is my first actual conveyor belt contraption I've ever made in the create mod. And I'm actually pretty proud of it. So this is an auto smelter, something like that. And if I were to place some, let me show you. If I place some raw zinc and raw copper and all that in there, you see it automatically gets onto this thing, gets on the depot, and it gets smelted. Give it a minute. And then it goes to that brass funnel into the chest, completely smelted. Now this is very efficient, of course, but it's completely automated. I just throw stuff in a chest and do whatever I want, and by the time I come back, it all does it for me. And it requires absolutely no resources to do repeatedly, because I don't need coal, I don't need fuel, it just does it all for me, which is pretty nice. And I am going to be expanding this, using some funnels, using round robin to have two conveyors and have two encased fans, just for some better rates. But yeah, so how does this work? Ignore this crafting table pillar, by the way. We don't talk about that. Anyway, so how it works, it's pretty simple. You put stuff in this chest. This andesite funnel takes it out onto this conveyor belt. This conveyor belt goes onto this depot, and there's a filter right here. This filter does not allow anything with the tag raw on it, or not tag, it doesn't allow raw iron, raw copper, raw gold, or raw zinc to go inside of there. So this copper can't go in there because it's on this filter's denial list. And once it gets smelted into copper ingots, then it's allowed in. So this is an encased fan with lava in front of it and a slab in front, and that basically just cooks it. These cogs, they just make this thing work. Now you may be asking, why didn't I just put a shaft right here? Because if you look, there's not a shaft right there. Why didn't I just put a shaft right there instead of doing this over here? That's because this one is going in the wrong direction. This gear is going in the wrong direction, so I decided to just move it over to that. And it works pretty well. Now, if I head inside of the mechanical room, let me show you how this works. So first, over here, this is just a singular water wheel. That's it. It's just a water wheel. It works pretty well. Yeah, that's it. Nothing really special. It goes into this thing, and I'm actually regretting the the counterclockwise rotation of it. I like going clockwise because it's just easier. Sorry, my voice. Excuse me. And so it goes into this cog, which goes down into this cog, and goes over here, and this is an andesite encased shaft, which goes to the gears I just showed you. If I head over here, I have that gear over there, and what it does is it goes here, then here, down, and here. I did a bunch of gears here just so that it was going the right direction, and it goes into this encased fan, which has a piece of lava in front of it, basically a fan, and it blows into there. And yeah, this is my first crate machine. The next one I'm making, in this block. This block is, because if I removed it, this lava air would go over to like here, and if I were to walk across here, I would get burned. So I put this block to stop it. And it all works pretty well. You see, let's check this chest. It has some pretty decent rates. It goes about as fast as a furnace, but it doesn't require God, I cannot speak. It goes about as fast as a furnace, except it doesn't require coal, and it is a whole of a lot cooler. I mean, this is just way cooler than a furnace. Don't even say this a furnace. Don't even say a furnace is cooler than this. I don't care. You're just lying. This is way cooler. You just put whatever you want in there. It goes in a freaking conveyor belt, and then goes onto a depot, gets smelted, and put inside a chest, all automatically. Which, you know, I'm kind of in love with this. And some of you create people are like, this is just a simple build. Why are you so excited over it? It's because it's my first ever like real create contraption, and I really like it. I'm in love with this machine. It's great. I love it. I put andesite casings on these because there's gravel underneath, and I hate the look of gravel. So I was like, but instead of building under it, how about I just, you know, hide it strategically? So yeah, I mean, it works. You can see right there on that shaft right there where my mouse is. You can barely see that under it is a piece of wood. Isn't that a piece of wood? A piece of wood's under it. How did a piece of wood go under it? Ah, interesting. Didn't place it there. What's under this? Deep slate brick slab. And so yeah, it's really simple. It works on iron too. I made this iron using that. And let's go back to what I was talking about earlier. Why did I do that? This thing in there. I said I would go back to that, and I will. So let's go ahead and grab some zinc and copper. I'll grab 7 pieces of copper. Let's head over here. And so you see, God, I'm not darn man. I do need one thing. And this all functions without the use of any coal or fuel at all. So it's completely automated. And so with this, what I can do is for this deep slate. What the hell was that? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there, and it presses it into iron plate. Pretty simple. Now with this makes brass. If I go ahead and and this is the only machine inside of the factory so far that requires any coal, and it doesn't require much of it. It barely requires any coal. So yeah, better than having a bunch of furnaces hooked up with hoppers. That would be a coal draining. And having a kelp farm. Well, I am gonna make a kelp farm eventually. There just isn't a real reason to right now. So I do that, and it's heated up. I go ahead and put copper in here by just throwing it in, and zinc, and it mixes it up, and some really cool sound. I just love that mixing sound effect. Listen. It's probably hard too because my mic doesn't really ever filter on it, but it's a really nice sound effect. Just do this for yourself. It feels so rewarding, and it looks so cool. Look at this. You look in there. You can actually see it, just barely. And so I'll put 7. Remember, I put 7 zinc and 7 copper, 14 brass ingots, which can be used for whatever I want. Which it's pretty cool. Now, what I can do is, and what I probably will do, is put a funnel at this end chest. Maybe below it. I'm not sure if you can do below funnels. Let me know if you can. Like a funnel below it, like that thing, and only filter it to have zinc and copper, and then I just run it into some automated production thing. And there is one thing I forgot to do, which would be really cool for aesthetic reasons, considering that these rooms are literally right next to each other. I'm not even joking. Like, literally right next to each other. I'm gonna go ahead and this one over here. I have an idea to make a cool little window. This is Tinker's Construct glass, in case you wanted to use it or something. It's just Tinker's Construct. I mean, everyone knows what Tinker's Construct is, honestly. It was actually my first one I ever used, fun fact, Tinker's Construct. Oh, a long time ago. But when it was only 1.12.2, I only found out recently that it has newer versions. Man, I used to be so mad that it only had 1.12.2. Now, I'm playing with, right now, 1.18. Which, you know, that's pretty good. And now, this is where I'm going to end you off. This video. This super epic video. With super epic things. And that not super epic piece of cobblestone. Hold on, let me fix that. Is the blaze burner already? Oh no, I thought the blaze burner. Look, Tinker's Construct glass is so much better because you can just break it and nothing bad happens. Boom. Now we have a nice flush integration with the cobblestone pillar. And so yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If you have any ideas or suggestions of better ways to do things, let me know. And yeah, yabba dabba. Do. Yeah, but yep, yeah, words, English.